Up next, it's our main event between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. On the Packers sideline, look at their head coach. His side hoping that one blowout last week will lead to another one here. Facing off with him here, Sean McDermott, head coach of the Buffalo Bills. His guys also able to start the season with a win, so somebody's going to leave here with a 2-0 record after this one. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward, and everybody just about set. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
That's him on a quick hitter. And he'll work this one up to the 28. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Allen on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Bills have a first down.
First and 10.
To the air again, Allen. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's second down coming up. To throw again, it's Allen. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Quick look by the Packers on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
They send a man in motion. Again, Allen to the air. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
And less than a yard.
Allen gonna throw again. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And this one does not go far.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the sneak, it's Allen. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen dumped off to his running back. Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Catch made. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's good for a Bills. First down. First down.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff's got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Packers, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Robinson with the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story, too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Ready?
They stick with Jacobs. That's no way to treat your reigning conference player of the week as they dump him for a loss. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Has his man, it stops. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Gets some space around midfield. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First down from the 42.
Here we go.
A gain of 14.
Ready?
Love from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Let's go now. 10 black. 10.
Throwing his Love on third. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At the 10-yard line.
Allen setting up play action. Brought in late side by Kincaid. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. We've reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 9 yards to go.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Jump off caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Collects this at the 32. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. That's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready, set, go.
Play action, Love. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Rolling quickly, but it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Allen off the play action. Finds his fullback. Short pickup to their own 31. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. It's Allen. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Packers all set to get back out there. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the 3rd time's the charm for them. They find some success. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go, ready.
Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Shakir in motion right. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now, Allen. Setting up the screen. And this one doesn't go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. It's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
That's another Bills. First down. 1st and 10.
First down throw for Allen. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 45. Hut, hut. Hut.
We go counter. It's Jacobs. Tackle made right around the 26. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's go next.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We've set it down from 37.
Set, ready.
First down, Green Bay.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
That's incomplete left side.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense Defense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready.
At the 32-yard line.
Once more, it's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
It's at the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Packers, first down. A gain of 7. First down.
Stick it in the air. Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. And it sets up 2nd down. Loves to throw again. This one is knocked away. Potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here we go.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. And leading just 7-3, might be better to take a knee and take the lead into the locker room. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Look out. Ready.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So Buffalo's going to call his 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock, but they've been unable to find any separation, and now a couple of drives in a row have ended with interceptions.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Kate, but you just know this offensively. You just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin with a visit to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Saints in the NFC South. And it's Alvin Kamara. He's got it, he's got room, he's got a touchdown. That's a 29-yard score. The Saints even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Baltimore Ravens. And it's Lamar Jackson. A 14-yard touchdown pass. The Ravens with the lead at the half in a battle of 1-0 teams. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers hosting the Chicago Bears. And here is Nick Chubb. He's going to take this one in, 7 yards on the rushing touchdown. This one's now at the half, and it's the Bears with a big lead on the road at the half. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is the score as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Robinson with the return. This makes it up to the 25. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Come on.
Third quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Set, ready. Ready.
Back to the air. Love. That throw behind his intended target. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has his man. It stops. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Yellow.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. 4
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Set.
Love out of the shotgun. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Completed to his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The Packers send out their punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. The Bills set to take over offensively. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
A nice pickup of 6. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd and long for him here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Now Love on the play fake. Man downfield, he's got it. So that stops. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
First down.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Ready?
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Long picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bills' 26
Going run again with Jacobs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was T.J. Sanders on the tackle.
24-yard line. It's a gain
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Love. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after. I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right. It certainly wasn't.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready. Check time.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Packers take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. But this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
Bills 7.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bills offense all set for drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a design run. It's Allen. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Allen will hold on to this. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This is brought in by Coleman. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On 1st down, Allen finds him over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Cook trying this one up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Swamp man's in motion right. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Allen on 3rd down. That's complete to Coleman out left. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Robinson with the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th.
Ready.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Love from the gun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. Gets it to the 15. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a fourth-quarter lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bills 10.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here.
What's that?
Play action now with Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Second and 14 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw now, Allen. Into traffic, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Third and just 2 to go.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now third.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Set.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Come on, set. 50, green. Ready.
Here's Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A pickup of 17, and that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys they can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Let's go now. Blue, 32. Ready?
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
To the air with Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Right. Set, ready. 45.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up fourth down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Edgerrin Cooper on the coverage.
Back to the air, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Here's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yards to go.
Looking to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's Cook, rolling into enemy territory. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. 35 on the pickup. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Out of the gun. Oh, he lost the football! But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
3rd and 11.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50.
He'll look to throw it. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
That's good. Packers. First down.
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And they're going to love that partner as Love slides down after picking up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On the set.
New set of downs from 37.
Here.
Jacobs running behind center. Had some room to work and he took advantage, giving 7. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They stick with Jacobs. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
On the double.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
Let's go now. Set.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They'll run. Jacobs. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for loss on 1st and goal. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal.
Come on, set, ready.
Jacobs with it. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Sebastian Joseph Day on the stop. A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And the rookie nails the game winner. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Buffalo.